why don't you give us a quick recap? Also, who am I missing from Roll20? I only see 4 of you in here.
Koresh,
Correct.
maybe?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like I'm missing Karash. Are you hopping in, Karash?
Excuse me. Oh no, we lost Koresh.
Did we lose Karash?
Oh no. Huh?
We may have lost Karash. Alright, well. Hello?
There he is.
Hello.
Hello.
Karash, are you hopping in Roll20?
I am, yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
still
sounds good.
echoing me a lot. I think your volume might be too loud or your sensitivity might be a little high. I'm not sure.
I can fix it in 2 minutes. Be right back. Sorry.
Alright. The bane of technology.
I've tried restarting it.
Unplug it and plug it back in.
I just started watching, I think it's called the IT crew or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you plugged it in or turned it
The
off?
crowd, I think. IT crowd.
Yes, IT crowd.
Yeah.
That
IT crowd. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
got through the first episode before I fell asleep.
Have
But that
you
was not
tried
because of the
switching it off
show.
and switching it back on?
I wonder if they
And then
make
is
a...
it
Hello?
Hey, what about now?
Oh yeah, that's much better.
Okay, sounds good. So, recap real quick.
Yeah, why don't you give us a quick recap and then we'll pick it up from there.
Yeah, pretty simple. So last week we started to continue to look down the halls of the fortress that we're in the second floor of. And Remy decided to go into the coffin room after we had gone down just a little bit to explore. And we awoke a bunch of vampires that came up, started coming out of the coffins and getting into the combat order, which we have been fighting, and I don't believe that we're done with that fight yet.
That is correct. We were still mid-fight.
And weren't there more coming down the hall? And they're like outside the door or something?
I didn't
Or
say
am I
that.
just
Well, originally you all ran in here because you heard noise to the north.
Oh, right. All right.
But
I couldn't remember if
no one has run into the room yet.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to poof Remy out for now. I'll keep him on the GM layer in case he shows up at some point. But Arapel, we're coming back in with you. So
Oh,
it
shoot.
is just giving you a little warning as I read the rest of the info. So it is the Foxgloves, session 80. We're coming in at the 69th fall at 11:40 a.m., right before afternoon. Arapel, what do you want to do?
Let's see. Oh gosh. Okay.
There's so much pressure to just jump right into combat like this.
Yeah. Well, actually, while you were doing the recap, I was like getting my dinner out of the oven, so I had to like, run back to the screen when Lou said it was my turn. All right. Shoot. I'm actually okay. And it looks like am I holding a weapon? Yeah, I think he pulled his war pick out, didn't he?
I believe so, yeah.
And this guy's flying?
Yes, it's, I believe, currently grappling Uslog.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me just try and do some stabbies.
Get
Alright.
advantage.
So you swing up
Thank
at the
you.
flying creature, advantage from Uslog.
16?
Yes, 16 would just hit.
All right, I am going to smite.
Okay.
Level 2.
Alright, so you
And
deal 4d8, I believe, at level 2?
I don't know.
2d8 and 3d8 undead is +1. I think so.
Yeah.
It too.
Okay.
It did 3d8 and then the undead roll I put separately. There we go.
Alright. So 39 points of damage would take it down.
Nice. All right,
There's
and then
an
I
explosion of
will
radiant energy.
take my second swing south.
Yeah, 23 would strike.
And can I smite again or?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Then I'll go ahead. I'll just do level 1 this time.
Alright, so 3d8. 9, 13, 17 points of damage as you connect with your war pick.
And I think that's all. Let me just check one thing here.
And the creature looks wounded.
Yeah, I think that's all I've got. Yep, that's it.
Alright.
I'll move
Uslag,
over here for the flank. Yeah.
You are no longer grabbed.
Yay. Okay. I'm going to take advantage of that flank. Attack this guy.
Alright, 17 would strike as you use the distraction from Arapel to land a solid hit.
Thanks, Arapel. There we go.
Alright, so it's 19 points of damage on the first hit as you cut into the vampire. And then
the
you
second one.
take a second attack. 14 would not be enough and it would jump out of the way. Ha.
It's ready. That's all.
Alright, so the next go is going to be the vampire spawn here. So it starts its turn in the void energy.
Right.
And let me see if I can remember the damage on this. If I can look it up, I mean. I think it was 8d8. Alright, so it would take 42 damage, becoming very wounded from the void. It's then going to move this way to get out of the void energy and attack your elephant man Karash using a multi-attack. First with the claw. 17 versus AC.
17 hits.
Alright. So it's gonna grab you. Or wait, is something else grabbing you?
I don't believe so, but maybe.
Can anything grab you because you're so large?
I am large right now. I don't think I was grappled previously.
You have a grappling icon on you.
I think this person grappling me, Crush broke free.
Oh, did he just
Or maybe
never
it was
take
this
the mark
guy.
off?
I don't remember. I'm
Alright,
sorry.
well, regardless, now you are grabbed. And
Okay,
it is going to bite you. With its second attack. I believe 24 would strike.
Yeah, it would.
So you take 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 points of damage, 7 piercing, 5 necrotic.
I'm resistant to necrotic with my studded leather, so it takes 2 necrotic. It'd be 9 total.
Okay. And your maximum hit points is reduced by 2. And the vampire would gain 2 health from that.
Reduced by 2. Okay. Oh.
So it goes down to 104.
104. Okay.
It's still displaying as 106. I think we had this issue last time. Let me take a look.
I'm trying to change it over there. Are you displaying this from the 3 token? Oh, 106. Right.
So,
What is it?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, cool.
Alright, so that's it for that one. Next is... This guy's dead. So next is this one up here, who I think is going to go for Carl.
Alright.
Because Carl keeps... Alright, well, Carl used his reaction, is that right?
That's what it looks like.
And he's dodging. I think it's going to go for Koresh then. Oh, are you concentrating on something, Koresh?
Yeah, the moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
Alright, so I think I need 2 con saves from you from that vampire.
Oh, you do. So here's the first one.
DC 10, because it didn't hit you that hard. Alright.
Okay.
So
And here's the second. Oh.
that was close. I think you can only fail with 1 number. You have to roll a natural 1. Alright, so you do resist both. And this one I think is going to go for you, because Carl's dodgy right now. So
Okay.
it's going to do a claw attack. 12 versus AC, I believe you would dodge.
I would.
And... yeah, I'll do another claw attack, since it... I don't think it can bite you unless it grabs you.
I am grabbed.
Yeah, but I think it would have to grab you. Let me double check that.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'd prefer not to be bitten, but, you know. To throw it out there.
Yeah, I think, yeah, okay, it would have to grab you. So it's going to take another claw attack trying to actually grab you. 16 versus AC? I think that just misses. Oh, wait.
16 is my AC.
Alright, so that would hit you. He's not going to grab you, though. He's just going to claw you, doing 8 slashing.
Alright. Looking not hot.
Getting a little beat up, and another concentration check, please.
Okay. Yeah, it's a pass.
Yeah, you're fine. Alright, Koresh, what are you going to do?
So I've got the moonbeam on Chomsky right now, which is not ideal. So I'm going to use my action to move that down right there.
Okay.
And I will bonus action do my thing that of oh wait, is that an action? Oh shit, I might have just messed up.
Moving the moonbeam is an action, yeah.
Yeah, moving the moonbeam is an action. I was gonna give myself temp HP with another action, but that's also I thought it was a bonus, so I kind of messed up there, and that's okay. I've already used second winds, so I can't do much on that one. So what I'm going to do is use my frost rune, give myself just a little bit of extra beef, and here's the link. It's a bonus action.
Do you have a Remy?
Sounds like it. Chomsky, it says you currently have nothing hit points.
Alright, well, I will change that.
I'm assuming that's some kind of error. There's not even a 0, it's just blank. So you have blank hit points. Alright, sorry, Koresh, you're using your Frost Rune. And what are you doing with that?
I'm just putting it on to give myself a little bit bonus to Constitution.
Okay.
And I'm not going to move, so that's the end of my turn.
All right. The vampire here was not happy with Uslog messing it up.
I'm sorry.
But Arapel hit it too. I think it's going to move up here. And attack... attack Uslog. 25 versus AC. Alright, so it is going to grab you. So you are once again grappled, and it's going to try to bite you. But it would not hit as it tries to latch onto you, knock it back. So you...
Okay, so like 5 slashing.
Well, you don't take any slashing. It just grabbed you, so you're just grappled.
Great. Awesome. Okay.
Professor Chomsky.
I am working on figuring out my HP, but I think as my action, I need to try to break this grapple.
Alright, so that would be...
Athletics or acrobatics, I hope.
You're here, Remy. I just put you in the background. Hang on. That would be... Yeah, you can use athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Oh. That didn't work well.
Well, it has to make a check. It would have to oppose with... Oh wait, does it have a DC you have to beat? I think it does.
I'll take...
DC 14.
I think the break...
So yeah, you are unable to break free just yet.
Well, that sucks. Then as a bonus action, I will have Carl scoot over here and dodge.
Alright. No attacking?
No attacking for him.
Alright. The Blood Drinker goes. It starts in your Moonbeam, so it has to make a saving throw.
It does. I believe it's a wisdom.
Moonbeam, I think, is con.
The con, I'm pulling it up real quick. You're right.
It's like everyone and their mom uses Moonbeam, so I can have that
Yep.
burned into my head.
Yep, that's a con.
So 19, I believe it would make it, but it does still take half damage.
Saves, so it takes 3.
Okay, 3 radiant. Chomsky.
Yes.
It's going to move back, pulling you into the Moonbeam. Did you figure out your hit points yet?
I am trying to. I didn't have it written down, but from last week's video, it looks like I'm at about 3/4.
Three-quarters?
This is late, but can I say that I took a... Well, actually, no, it's necrotic. Never mind.
I'm definitely over half.
Alright, well, you would have to make a con save if you've been pulled in.
Cool.
Alright, so you take 3 points of radiant damage.
Is it not like when you enter for the first time on your turn? I could be wrong.
It's when you start your turn or when you enter it in the first time.
Yeah.
So he pulls you to there, and he is going to make a multi-attack. Let's see. One of them is going to be a bite. That is a crit. So you are bit for 11 piercing and 15 necrotic. And your max HP is reduced by the 15. And do you have any necrotic resist?
I do not.
So yeah, the max HP is reduced by the 15, and
cool.
You have to make a charisma saving throw.
Ooh.
Alright, so you are infatuated by this vampire, discovering things about yourself as you are suddenly very happy that you're being bitten. I don't know what infatuated means. I wish they would have defined that, but it says,
Unhealthy obsession.
yeah, it says you're charmed, so we can go off that at least. So charmed is so you can't attack the charmer, and it has advantage on you for checks. So it would also gain 15 as it drains your blood.
For me, infatuated was like, you know, that feeling when you were in middle school and like the
butterflies in your stomach.
Making out with a girl on a trombone case because that's the only place.
Yeah, because that's the only time it ever happens. You never feel it again.
That's when you're in grade school.
Exactly.
All right.
Remy's back, baby. Hey.
Chomsky passes the vampire note. Do you like me? Yes, no. Check one. Remy, what are you gonna do?
Remy is going to. I believe the person I last had telekinesis on died, so I'm gonna transfer my telekinesis to this person right here.
Okay.
They need to make a strength saving throw against my ability, so I need to roll a d20, and 12 plus 4, 16. Yeah.
Well, it got 21, so I think it made it, right?
It definitely did. Son of a biatch. Bonus action. That is going to be the end of my turn.
Alright, Xylia.
Okay, I'm just gonna attack the vampire spawn that's right in front of me.
To the south of you? Or the one that's healthy?
The injured one.
Alright. So you swing south at this one that's grabbing your sister in combat here. Oh yeah, you land a solid blow. 16 would cut into the creature, and it goes down.
Awesome. I will take my second attack on the healthy one then.
Alright, so you swing around at the one grabbing at Chomsky, holding him in the fire and biting him. Oh yeah, 26 would strike as well. Cutting into it for 8 points of damage.
Thank you. Or I should say, how dare you hit my newly found friend.
How dare you hit my new crush. Anything else?
Wait, Oh, okay, never mind.
No, that's it for this turn.
Alright, Arapel.
Shoot. I would like to...
Did you hit this one last turn, Arapel?
I did.
Okay, I thought you did. I just forgot to mark it.
This one. No. Yes, no, I hit both of them. I killed the one and hit the other. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, is it because you're dealing radiant damage?
I suspect so.
No reason.
Yes.
Can I... What would it take for me to try and pull Chomsky out of the moonbeam so he doesn't take damage on his turn?
You would have to use an attack to grab, and assuming he doesn't resist that, you could move at half speed. But remember, you are in the void right now.
Oh. I thought you said we could skirt that in those spaces, but if that's the case, then I wouldn't move there.
You can, you can...
but if I back up, I'd be basically...
Yeah, so if you're in here and you backed up, you would be pulling Chomsky, out of the frying pan into the fire, basically.
Is it mechanically possible for me to drag him this way, from this square?
So hopping up on the things there,
Oh,
it
the
would
terrain.
be difficult
Okay.
terrain. So you would lose a lot of movement. So you could probably
All
get
right.
into position this turn. I don't know if you'd be able to drag him as well.
Yeah, I was just trying to avoid the moonbeam damage at the start of the turn. Let me just try and stab this guy.
All right, stab, stab.
All right.
Can't grapple me if he's or
I guess you
if
could
it's
try to
dead.
grab the vampire and pull him off Chomsky. But 18 would strike as you hit him with the war pick. Ah! It takes 11 points of damage. You gonna smite?
I am looking at something real quick here. Yeah. I'm going to use this scroll you guys handed me.
Alright, so the scroll is let's see. Unfortunately, at this point, it would be the next time you hit a creature. So you could do it, but it would be
Okay,
on your
well,
next
I'm
turn.
gonna swing again.
Alright, so you begin concentrating on the spell as you take your second swing.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on this swing.
Okay.
Oh, wait, do I have advantage when I'm in Uslug's range, or does the target have to be?
No, I have to be next to him.
Oh, you have to be. Okay.
Yeah,
I will
any
use
target
my-
Uslag is next to, everyone has advantage.
Dude, I think I missed.
Yeah, 13 would not be enough. The good thing is, as long as you keep concentrating, you can hold the smite until you use it.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So mark yourself
That's
as
my turn.
concentrating, and Uslag.
Okay. I'll step right up.
Alright, so you jump over to there.
Okay. And I'll just do my usual thing. Oh, does that hit because I have flank with Chomsky?
Yeah, 17 would strike. Even though Chomsky's grabbed, he's still technically threatening.
That's good. And and I missed
So-
my second one again.
18 points of damage for your first swing as you cut into it. And the second swing would be 15, which would miss by 1. Anything else?
Oh no!
Bless bait.
No, I think that's good.
Alright, so your turn ends. The vampire spawn, who is very wounded, is going to turn towards Remy, who is offering advantage for some reason. What's that about?
I have
think
no
he
idea
was
what
prone.
that's about.
I thought he was prone last session. Maybe not, because that's a different symbol, isn't it?
No, yeah,
I don't think I went prone.
that just means advantage, but I'm not sure why he would have that.
Which symbol is the advantage symbol?
The guy with a bunch of arrows
last
sticking out of his back.
Oh, I think I have advantage because I used silvery barbs to make sure that
I think
last
so. That would just be on your next attack, but yeah, that there isn't really a symbol for that.
attack ability, or saving throw.
Yeah, so that would be gone at this point. So this one is going to... I forgot. He's grabbing the elephant. Karash. So he's going to go for a Karash.
Yeah, one wasn't. Definitely hits.
4 strikes you for 7.
Oof.
And it's going to try to bite you.
Okay.
Karash looks very wounded.
Very is understatement.
But 13,
Hey.
would miss.
13 misses.
All right, so it tries to bite at you again, but you knock it back. This one up here. Yep.
One quick question, because it lasts for a minute. So if I have it, I don't think I've used it because I used it to, I believe I used it to make. I did the silvery barbs to make the other person fail, so I can move them into the void, and I used a second level spell slot to do that. So, and it lasts for a minute. So, and I haven't been damaged since then that I know of.
All right, so
I
if
think I
you
should still
give
have it.
yourself advantage on an attack, it would be this symbol.
or ability check or saving
Yeah.
throw
So
within the next.
the up arrow is for advantage.
Thank you. I did not know that. I appreciate it.
But this one up here, who's he gonna go for? He kind of wants to drop Karash. Wait, how smart is this guy?
I'm fucking huge, you know.
Yeah.
It's fucking huge.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go for Karash, trying to bring down an enemy. So it will
believe it.
multi-attack.
Carl's gonna use his impose disadvantage on one of the attacks. I guess the first attack.
Alright, so Carl kind of gets in his way as he misses with the first attack. And second attack. No, he would miss with that one too. Swipe.
Ooh!
Swipe. As Karash is barely managing to stay afoot. And speaking of which, Karash, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna thank the Lord that I don't believe in that I'm alive. I'm gonna drop my concentration, and I'm gonna take my first swing at the guy to the south of me, below, and then, like, seeing that he's very wounded, I'm gonna see if the first attack kills him. If so, I'll change it to the other one, but it'll be 2 melee attacks.
Alright. Oh, by the way, the first one did regenerate a little on its turn. I forgot to mention that.
The
Just,
one beside Remy?
Yeah, the one there.
Okay.
So it regained 10 hit points. I don't know if that affects your decision.
Probably will. I mean, it's gonna affect my decision if he dies or not.
25 would strike.
Taking 10.
Alright, it would take 10 points, looking very wounded again as you take off the health it just regenerated. 18
Back to
will...
this same guy.
Yeah, 18 will strike. You slam the creature a second time for 9, and it goes down. Anything else?
Yes.
No, I don't have a great bonus action, so I will end my turn.
Okay. Oh, by the way, these bodies were completely destroyed by the void. This one is dead. Chomsky.
Alright. I am still being grappled, right?
Yes. And you are
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ian. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do these characters count as humanoid at all?
Vampires count as undead.
Okay, they're fine.
So, Chomsky, you are charmed by the one to the south, infatuated by its bite for whatever reason. What do you want to do?
So, I'm guessing since I'm infatuated by its bite, I won't fight the grapple, but could I throw acid at that one up there?
Yeah, sure. So you cast Acid Splash, yep.
Yep.
Throwing some acid up north, which the vampire will see coming and try to dodge. Which it will dodge. Good roll.
Alright.
Anything else?
Then I will tell Carl to punch that one.
Bam. Alright, Carl takes a swing. Oof, but no, it will dodge.
Cool.
Anything else?
It's my turn.
Alright, so this one is going to... Let me check something. Just reading the text. Okay, so Chomsky is charmed for a minute. I think it's gonna try to grab Xylia over here, as it wants to charm her as well. So it's gonna do multi-attack, doing a unarmed strike. Ooh, 23. I think it might have got you, right, Xylia?
Yeah.
Alright, so it is no longer grabbing Chomsky, and it is now grabbing you. So you can take the grapple off yourself, Chomsky. And it's going to try to... it can make 3 attacks. Alright, so it's going to make a stabbing attack at you with its rapier. 13 would miss, though, as you dodge out of the way, and it will try to bite you. Ooh, 21.
That hits.
Alright, so you are bit, taking 10 piercing and 6 necrotic. Your max health is reduced by 6, and the creature gains 6.
Crap, I was muted. Can I react and take that damage? So I think Xylia was pretty low, wasn't she?
Yes.
Sure, so you take the damage instead.
But I don't think I can take the reduction. Here, I'll link it. It says something about not being able to take other conditions imposed by the attack. Here it is.
Alright, Alright, so you can take the 10. I think, let me see. Oh, actually, you can take all 16.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can just take 16, and there would be no damage reduction. You just take the 16.
Nice.
Now, is that your reaction to do that?
It is. Yeah, that is.
Okay.
I'll mark it. Wait and put the mark here.
So it does not gain any health, and Xylia doesn't take any damage.
Okay.
Can you do that anytime? Or is that like a number of times per day? I forget.
It just says it's a reaction, so... I mean, it damages me, so I guess that's why it's not terribly overpowered.
Pretty good, though. Remy, what do you want to do? So the vampire looks confused, as doesn't actually do anything to Xylia.
Remy is going to attempt to move the concentration to the vampire attacking Xylia. So I will roll a d20. She needs to roll a d20. It's her strength modifier versus +4, so 21 for me.
What? Sorry.
No, you don't have to do anything.
Oh, okay,
it's
good.
the
Could you link the spell again, just so I can refresh myself on it?
yeah, for sure. Oh, well, I don't have any left of that.
Yeah. What's which paragraph am I looking at here?
You can try to move a huge or smaller creature. It's about a third of the way down. Make an ability check with your spellcasting ability contested by the creature's strength check. If you win, I can move him up to 30 feet in any direction.
One creature object. Okay. Alright, so you got 21, and it has to make a strength check.
Out of curiosity, and I think I know the answer, if he fails on one, but doesn't break concentration, the spell is still active, correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah.
For 10 minutes.
21. So what did you get?
Oh, I had a 21. 21.
So is it succeeds or beats for you?
I think that means I fail if you win the contest.
Oh, okay.
So
unfortunately, it would be a
Alright.
tie, which would go to him. So he is
Yep.
pulling on him, but he refuses to move, at least for now. Anything else?
that's fine. Remy's just like, I'm honestly, I'm trying. Next time.
Yeah, they've been
that's into
rolling
my turn.
pretty good on these. That's an 18 he rolled. All right, Xylia, you are grabbed, but so far not bitten.
Yes, I'm just gonna attack the guy that grabbed me, and I'm gonna say to Chomsky, "Did you see that? He tried to bite me. He's cheating on you."
Chomsky suddenly throws acid at you. I hate you. Stay away
How
from
dare
my
you say
friend.
that?
All right, so you have advantage. Oh yeah, 28 would strike.
They would never do that to me.
So you slash it for 8 points of damage, and it is gonna look wounded from that attack.
Good.
Second attack.
Yes.
Yeah, 21 would land another solid hit as you swing the glaive around, cutting into it again. For another 13 as it's beginning to waver from the multiple cuts, but it is still up.
Okay, that's all I can do for now.
All right, so you remained grappled by it. Arapel.
I just like that you got an emotional reaction out of Gnome. That was awesome.
That's
Yeah.
my boyfriend. Leave him alone.
He's very possessive.
Carl stuck
Uslag
around
knows
so
the
much.
pain.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone gave me a hard time about that.
Arapel, you're doing a war pick?
Yeah, he's just listening.
Alright, so Arapel swings with a 17 and strikes, stabbing the vampire probably in the leg, as it takes 8 points of damage. Another piercing wound. Your blinding smite. So 22 radiant as he explodes in light. And goes
God, what
down.
a crazy radiant
All
damage
right.
roll.
And you said I can squeeze in these spaces without getting sucked into the mall here?
You can't enter any of those 4 spaces that it's on.
Oh, I
Or
can't.
at least
Okay.
you can't start your turn there.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah, you can enter them okay, at least during combat, if you move through them quickly.
I don't think I can get to. I forget my own speed. Is it? Yeah, it's 30. It'd be 10. I think I can only get to here, so I can't use my second attack.
So did you move around on the coffins?
Yeah, I moved. Yeah, here.
So those coffins would be difficult terrain, so you could probably
Oh,
get
it's all
to,
difficult terrain. Okay, all
yeah,
right.
you could probably get to like here.
All right, so then I don't get to use my
What's your movement?
30.
Okay, yeah, so you could get to there.
Okay. Yep, that's my turn.
All right, Uslag.
And that blinding smite only lasts for 1 hit, right? Oh,
Yes, I believe
Okay.
so.
So then I will remove my concentration. Go ahead, Uslug, sorry.
Okay, I'm going to kind of hop and skip and jump over all of these. I think I can only get here though, because
That's 40 feet.
Yeah, so I can only get here. And I'm going to throw a. Don't want to use my javelin of lightning, so I'm just going to use a regular javelin at the moment.
All right, which one are you hurling it at?
The only one I see, which is this one.
All right.
But there might be more. I just don't see them.
So you hurl your javelin at that one. Ha. Yeah, 21 would strike.
And it's non-magical, so.
Alright, so that would be 3 damage. But you maintain your rage. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright, so this creature suddenly rises. And it's going to...
Oh, yeah, it was
It's going to...
Rise.
Yep, you regenerated for
take
10. It's going to stand up, and I think it's going to jump at Remy this time. Doing a claw attack. Oh, natural 1. And a second claw attack. Alright, so Remy luckily jumps out of the way of both attacks. The one to the north goes. It's going to... I think it's going to go for Karash again. Hoping to bring him down this time. So it does a
Bring it on, buddy.
attack. 11 becomes a 13, so you would dodge
miss.
that one. And 19 versus AC.
That hits.
Alright, so you are clawed for 5 slashing.
Down.
Alright, it's then going to move south over your downed body. Oops.
So big.
It's going to give Carl an
Well, unless
option
it
if he
breaks
wants to take
concentration,
it.
then I guess I just drop
Carl is going to
that.
take that oppie.
Okay. Yeah, that would break concentration.
Hey.
Going unconscious. Oh, crit. Alright, so you blast it as it's moving away. 4. 17. Ow.
Question about that is this one of those situations where I could use an arcane jolt? Because nope, just an attack. That's a reaction, so never mind. I was going to use it to heal Fresh. Would be the idea.
When either you hit a target with a magic weapon, so your steel defender hit a target, so yes, if you have one left, you could use it, I think as a reaction, right?
Cool. I wasn't sure, so I figured I'd ask, but I would love to do that.
Or wait, no, it's not a reaction. No, it's just if you
Yeah,
hit.
because the hit was a reaction, yeah.
So yeah, no, you could, yeah, it's not a reaction, so you could use one of those. How many of those do you have left?
I have 5 of those left.
Okay, so you
Haven't used any.
So you spend one, and Karash would gain some hit points. So he is prone underneath the vampire. Oh, I think you would shrink down if you got knocked out, wouldn't you? Or how does that work?
So it's actually not a concentration. It's just for 10 minutes until I dismiss it.
Okay, so it's not, or until you go unconscious or something?
I'll link it, but I don't see that in the description.
Okay. Because I know some things do that, but this might not be one of them.
Sometimes me read bad, but I don't think so.
For 1 minute.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
1 minute.
What's your next 1 minute? Alright, so yeah,
I've got 30 seconds left of it.
Alright, so, well, you gain some health, so you are conscious again. The creature looks down at you and hisses.
How much? I gained 9?
Correct.
Yeah, you gain 9. So it's going to end its move here now that it sees you're up. Crash. So you're currently prone in the space with this creature standing above you. It looks like it might be about to attack you. Oh, and you have a level of exhaustion from going unconscious.
That I do. What's the marker for that one?
I gotta just make sure you put it on the character sheet.
Okay. I'm not linked to yours. We'll figure it out, but I'll mark it.
So in the... Oh, that's right. You're using the Roll20 sheet.
Yeah. We gotta connect on that. Fix it. Sorry to hear the fireworks. I'm going inside in a second.
Here, I can turn it on your sheet for now, just so I can put it on there.
Okay.
I'm slowly just trying to get everyone back to using the Roll20 sheet. Alright, so 1 exhaustion level. Bloop. So just
1 exhaustion.
Yeah, I put it on there. Alright,
Yeah.
so what are you going to do?
If I need to bonus action, I'll shillelagh. I'll stand up for half my movement.
Alright, so remember, if you end your turn in the square with this thing, you'll fall prone again.
But if I move up, I'll take an oppie, right?
No, if you move just north, you'll be fine.
What about...
Well, the one below me is gonna...
Oh yeah, that one would get an oppie on you, so you're kind of in a predicament.
So what I'm gonna do is I'll stand up for half my movement, and I'm gonna first swing right there.
Right,
out of the
would be at disadvantage because you're currently in a square with the enemy, but you could do that because you're squeezing right now.
Okay, I can do that, but just out of curiosity, if I attack the one in my square, would that be disadvantage?
Yeah, you're squeezing. As long as you are in the square with this thing, you're kind of squeezing because you don't have all the room you'd need to be dodging and attacking correctly, which is 10 by 10 feet. So
Okay,
it's just kind of
so-
like you're swinging. Yeah, it's just harder for you to attack when you don't have the room you need, basically. That's what squeeze is.
Can he shove the guy out of the square with him?
You could try a shove attack. It would be a disadvantage, but I don't think that would matter for a shove because that uses your check. However, that would be a disadvantage because of the exhaustion. But it would be a strength check to shove him.
Can I pick the direction to shove?
It would have to be away from you. So I think you could only really shove him south because the wall is next to you.
Yes.
Do you mean like shove him into
I'm
the
thinking
here?
southwest. Yeah.
You're like a
yeah,
spin,
sure.
a spin shove.
You could.
I've seen
well,
it on WWE before.
Yeah, sure. You could shove him this way, I guess. If you want to
Okay.
make an athletics check.
At disadvantage.
Yeah. And it would
Okay.
get to make a check back, but it could use athletics or acrobatics, which is the same, so it's just going to use athletics.
Ugh.
So 12.
Other one was a 24.
But you would make it.
Oh shit!
So it gets shoved, was it 10 feet for a shove? Or is it
Potentially,
5?
yeah. I think 5 feet, but I also have my trunk, which can allow me to shove for 5 feet. So it'd be either 5 or 10. And if it's 10, I would push him like right into the middle. But if it's 5, there is also fine.
I thought for a shove, hang on, I can just look it up.
5 is probably correct.
Let's see. I love it. Like shove attack in the compendium's like combat. Alright. Thanks, compendium. Maybe look through combat. The whole combat section. Squeezing, no. Attack, improvise, spell, dash, dodge, help, hide, ready. Gotta be almost there. Range, come on. Grapple, shove, there we go. No more than one size larger. It's smaller. If you succeed, you either knock the target prone or push it 5 feet away from you. So it's 5 feet, not 10. So you were correct. So you're going to push it 5 feet? Is that what
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yep, right
so
there.
yeah, you kind of, as you get up, grab him and kind of throw him to the side, and he's now in the square. So that was one attack to do that.
Oh, nice. Okay. So I'll swing a second time at the one next to Remy.
All right. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Okay. Half a second, sorry.
Your shillelagh comes down on him, but it would dodge, as 13 is not enough.
All right. Well, I'm not moving, so that's it.
All right, Professor Chomsky. You're no longer
Yes.
charmed, by the way.
Oh, sweet, because that thing is dead. How dare you kill my boyfriend, girlfriend, friend, whatever it was.
Yep.
You're welcome.
I will launch an acid splash at these two.
All right, so you send some acid over. Dex save for the first one. It would fail.
Woohoo!
So it takes 7 points of acid damage, as it is seared by acid. Does it have any acid resistance? No, it does not. Alright, and the second one, dex save. That one would make it so it does not take any damage. Anything else?
Does Carl have the movement to scoot behind him? That's 20 feet of difficult terrain, and Carl's got 40 feet of movement.
So let's see, 5, 15, 20. So you could use, I guess you could, well, you couldn't go through them. You could go through the darkness. That's difficult terrain to go through the swirling void energy.
And would that cause damage to Carl? Do I know?
Not unless he starts his turn in it.
Cool.
So it just kind of slows you a little as it pulls at you, but as long as you don't end there.
Well then, I will scoot over behind this one.
Okay.
And have Carl dodge.
Alright. So that's it for Carl. Remy.
Remy is going to continue his same strategy. He's going to attempt... Yeah.
Alright.
D20.
So, now is that a strength save
20.
or a check? To get moved.
Strength check.
Strength check, okay. So athletics, which I don't think it's trained, so it's the same thing.
Sweet.
17 would fail, so you shove him, I assume, over here.
Into... no, I keep moving him. No, that's fine. Yeah, I leave him there. No, I leave him there. Yeah. Now take some damage.
Alright, Xylia.
It's only on their start of their turn. It's not when they enter it.
Yeah, it's when they start their turn there.
That's that.
I'm just gonna hit the vampire closest to me.
Alright, so you swing and you're no longer grabbed, so you can take that off you because the guy died.
Okay.
But go ahead. Yeah, 26 would cut into this one. For 10, which would drop it.
Nice.
Anything else?
Let's see. I guess I could move up here and take a hit at this one.
So that would be about 35 feet of movement if you hopped up on the coffin there.
Yeah, I've got 40 feet of movement, so.
Alright, so you cut at that one with your second attack. Slash. Yeah, 22 would strike. Another successful hit, doing 12. Anything else?
That's it.
Alright, Arapel.
I will jump up on here and move forward and try to finish him off.
Alright, so you come down on him from above, and yeah, 22 would strike with the flank 24, doing
11.
4 and 7, 11, which would bring it down.
Are there any coffins that have not opened?
I don't think so. I think they're all opened at this point.
Okay. That's my turn.
Yeah, one popped out of here after
We marked
Slog
them.
jumped off of it. I just didn't mark it.
Gotcha.
Alright, so on its turn, this one would rise, but then immediately be destroyed by the swirl. So the group is safe, at least for now. What do you want to do?
This looks just gonna start throwing all of the bodies into the void.
Alright.
She doesn't know
Check
which
your
ones
pockets.
she's just gonna throw them all.
Remy Remy joins her using his telekinesis to grab bodies and just toss them into the void. It's kind of like he kind of does it in like a game kind of way. Like he starts like looping them, like seeing if he can get an arch in it and just see if it like disintegrates before it hits the ground, and kind of just has a smile. He's like, yeah.
Clean up crew.
Koresh blocks the bodies from going into the hole by being large and says, "Let's check the pockets first, and then we'll throw them in."
Wait, are you moving
yes.
on to
Collect
the?
essence.
Are you moving on to the swirl there?
Well, if I have to, then
He can speak and stop us. He can be like, I can stop
Alright.
throwing a body midair and be like, oh.
All right, so we'll say
Just like
you
he
managed
bats
to.
the body back at you with his trunk.
We'll say you managed to save.
yeah, that's a DM. That's a DM call.
Well, you certainly can yell at them to stop doing that, but I'm assuming you don't want
That's
to.
what I would. That's what I would yell at them, and I would put my trunk out 5 feet, which would go into the thing, but I'm not standing on it because I just have a long trunk.
All right. Well, I'll say you saved these last 4 bodies from being destroyed. Before.
How does Remy look, health-wise?
Not
He
his
took some hits.
best, but not his worst. I'm at
Are we
I'd say
trying?
I'm 3/4, 75%.
Are we
Okay.
trying to take a short rest in here? Lock the doors.
I'll say this: Karash is bleeding from both eyes. His ears are knocked.
Yeah.
His tusks are not looking great. He is rough. He is rough.
He's looked better.
Unfortunately, yeah. Unfortunately, I cannot bandage you. However, if we are able to spend 10 minutes, I could do some meager restoration to our party. It will not be enough to sustain us through another encounter, but may aid our retreat.
So Remy has about 8.5 minutes left on telekinesis, and I would like to gently remove the tops of every single coffin if they're not already removed over to the side.
I think they're
While
all
I
open
have
at
the-
this point because the vampires opened them when they popped out. I just don't have a way of representing that. So we'll say they're all open.
Flip them over if they're not flipped over.
Flip them on their side. All right.
So we can still take time to take a look into the coffins, and if I don't get healed, I'm going to be pretty useless. So
While
I
you're
would
looking at
recommend
coffins,
you take
yeah.
Can we
10 minutes.
barricade ourselves in here, take a short rest, so that it seems like most of the party needs to heal. Carl is beat to shit, and so I need to turn him from Carl 2.1 to maybe Carl 2.5.
Did we ever?
We've already
determine whether the-
spent some time. We might as well.
Well, I think you could just heal Carl up to full if you just keep casting mending, right?
Yeah, but it's 1 minute cast, so
Yeah, but if you're taking
adds
a short rest,
So if we
Short
take
rest. Yeah, precisely.
if we take 10 minutes for Arapel's spell, would that be something that can be targeted to 1 or 2 people, or does that kind of spread out for everybody?
I can restore to all party members, although the restoration will be meager.
I could definitely gain from 30-minute short rest.
Is it
But-
wise to pass an hour in this place in
Probably
our
not.
current conditions?
I mean, it's either that
We
or
can-
we try to move forward or move back. But it seems like the party's pretty beat up.
I am unable to perform my directive of guardianship adequately with my current energy and skill set, or energy
Can we
and
lock this door?
resources.
Can we lock or barricade the door? Some of these, maybe we barricade ourselves in here with some of these coffin lids,
Yeah,
prevent the
that's
door
kinda what
from
I was thinking.
opening.
Yeah, that's
And then worst that happens is we're getting ambushed as soon as we open the door, but I'll take that.
I mean, I guess you could drag the coffin lids in front of the door.
We
I
haven't
still have
all
telekinesis.
the week.
I can telekinetically move them up to 1,000 pounds. I can move them in front of the door. Not like too many, so it's like an issue whenever we get out. But I can put like 2 of them against the door.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably yeah, you wouldn't be able to move them once you finish, but
At all?
Can Koresh?
So
I assume we let Koresh.
You probably could just close the door. I mean, the door is closed.
All right, yeah. Maybe not barricade ourselves. Like, maybe.
Can we lock the door?
You can try to
shove
use thieves' tools to lock it. Yeah.
I'm fine with putting one wedge up against the door. You know, stick that cockeye at like a chair.
Well, so the lids of these coffins are fairly heavy, but I guess if several of you pick one up.
I don't want to risk like scraping it and making a lot of noise, then us having to make strength checks to move it, and then us failing and then crashing and breaking it.
I mean,
honestly,
Koresh and Carl
so
are
maybe
pretty strong, and Uslag I assume is strong. Xylia,
well, the other
kind of strong.
The other choice
like
is taking 10 minutes to have Arapel heal us, as opposed to taking 1 hour. We still are on a bit of a time constraint. I have options from a distance,
cool.
But I am pretty rough.
If we can take a short rest, I can get 2 first level spell slots back and 5 sorcery points. It would be very advantageous for me to take a short rest.
Okay. I mean, does everybody else go with a short rest?
I like short rest.
Since I do not
I say
recover,
let Arapel save your
Since
energy. Sorry.
Exactly. If we will pass an hour, I will not recover this ability in that time, so I will save it instead.
All right, so you're gonna try to take barbarians
to our own wounds.
I'm gonna try to use my thieves' tools to lock this door before.
All right.
Yeah.
We take this rest.
Give me a thieves' tools check.
Is that with Dex and?
I mean, usually it would just be Dex. All right, so unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be enough. So you can't get the door locked, at least not right away.
All right. If anyone isn't going to gain anything from this, maybe they just sit against the door.
So again,
well, you can sit against the door and still rest.
I'm very hurt myself.
Yeah. We need to heal you.
I can lean against the door while I bandage myself. That's good.
Carl's good at holding things.
Alright, so Carl and Uslag kind of sit in front of the door.
Yeah.
Alright, give me a d20 roll, please, as time passes. And go ahead and move yourselves to where you'd be sitting in the room.
Oops.
Oh no.
Give me a d100 roll.
Oh no.
Not so bad with the
Do it.
event.
Alright. So you definitely hear movement in the hallways, though it doesn't sound like there's like rushing around or anyone is too worried. You don't hear like like running or yells, just some movement somewhere to the north. The hour would pass, so you can go ahead and spend a short rest if you want. It's now 12:40, so yeah, if you spend a short rest, you can spend hit dice and gain any abilities that you would normally gain from a short rest.
Was there a heal going around to everyone before I spend hit die?
No, because I only have 2 spell slots left, and so we decided to save it if we were going to rest. Yeah.
For sure. Ooh. 19, baby.
Now, did
I
you
am.
bring?
I am.
Sorry, did you bring Shara in with you?
Oh no.
No, I think she waited
She's waiting
outside.
outside. Okay.
Yeah, she's right there.
Great. I believe so.
I'm gonna move her into the non.
Oh, I
NPC
used
category.
my Bloodwell vial over the short rest.
All right, so use
BT
your
dubs.
daily use of that.
My
Hell
one daily use. I will link it if you would like me to.
Yeah. No, that's
How many
fine,
hit die can you?
as long as you record.
How
That's
many-
good.
Yeah, I had it custom. Yeah.
How many hit die can you roll on a short rest?
As many
All of them
as
if you want.
Just
you
remember,
only
you
get-
only
yeah.
yeah, exactly. You only gain half back on a long rest.
Wow. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, I guess I'm.
5 sorcery points.
During this time, could I start looking through all these coffins to see if there's anything interesting? I believe there was
Yes.
writing on this one up here.
So the vampires, someone asked what they had. You can collect essence from them if you use religion or alchemy, and these ones would have rapiers on them, as well as I think leather armor. Let me double check. No, just natural armor. So you could collect vampire essence from them. If you start searching the graves, and after a moment, this would disappear.
Oh,
After a couple of minutes,
interesting.
it just seems to fade away. But if you start searching, you would find that there's a bit of seems like vampire essence in each of the coffins, in addition to the essence that they have on them.
Cool.
So let's see.
Like, these coffins are being reused potentially, and that's the essence from previous vampires.
Possibly. You're not sure exactly what the deal is, but there is vampire essence within the coffins. So you would find both altogether in the coffins there are 100 gold pieces of vampire spawn essence and 100 gold pieces of blood drinker vampire essence. You would also find one of the coffins has an emerald worth 200 gold pieces in it.
Nice.
Cool.
Not bad.
Does anybody want to hold on to this emerald, or should we toss it in the bag of holding?
Group, bag of holding.
Alright, so you put it in the party
Awesome.
treasury. Does anyone...
It was 200 emerald, 200 gold pieces.
Yeah, 200 gold piece emerald. And if you
Cool.
want to collect the essence, you would have to put it in some kind of vial.
I set aside 2 vials for that.
Okay.
Was I able to read the writing on this one in the northwest?
It doesn't look like writing. You think it's some kind of magical symbol.
And I have no inkling as to what that is.
Give me an Arcana check. You believe it's some kind of warding symbol, which is weird, because it didn't seem like there was anything in this coffin here.
Cool.
I feel like we might want to search that coffin a little more for possible false bottoms and or trap doors.
Cool.
Maybe some guidance.
Yeah. Koresh, would you like to take a closer look in here to see if there's anything? Or would that be...
I'd be
Why
happy
don't you-
to. I actually have a
Why don't you
pretty
assist each other?
yeah. Are you fairly thorough in your investigations?
I'm more thorough in my investigations than perceiving things, but
Well, see, I'm better at perceiving things than I am investigations.
Although remember, you are at disadvantage right now because of the exhaustion.
Can I help him because I'm still proficient in investigation?
Yes, but when you help, you would just do your roll and his and take the higher.
cool.
Okay.
Um,
At disadvantage or just normally?
It would be at disadvantage.
I
With the
guess I
D4?
will guide myself and look around this coffin up here for...
Alright, so you investigate. Go ahead and both of you work together. So both of you roll a perception check. So that's 14
Oh.
and a 21.
I rolled an investigation check. My perception check would be +4 to that number.
Alright, so that would be 18, I believe, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Should I roll a d4 as well, or...
Did you guidance or something?
I did mention guiding
did.
myself.
Yeah, so you can roll a
He
d4
said it.
then. So 23. All right.
Oh, you nat 20. Nice.
So you're both looking around in here, and it does seem like there's a part of this coffin that might open. Investigation will tell you how. Okay, so Professor Chomsky maybe climbs in to get a better look, and as you're fumbling around with it, you figure out a spot that you can push in, which causes the panel to open up. Do you want to open it?
I am going to ask everybody if they want to step to the other side of the room, just in case.
Remy obliges without a word and just happily.
Rash also
runs
does
away.
because he's not feeling great.
Sometimes when I press buttons, things explode.
I've made the group paranoid.
It has happened before.
I mean, D&D is a very paranoid-inducing game.
That's fair. All right, so you pushing it open?
Yes.
So
Good
the
luck.
panel kind of slides downward as one side slides upward, and underneath you see several what look like small darkish crystals that have a black miasma leaking out of them. There are 3 of them total.
Cool.
What?
Which I don't
What
Do
know.
I
do you
have any
see?
idea?
I don't think you've seen
What it-
these before, but you might know what they are, and I think Uslag would know what they are.
What is it?
Oh, I've seen those before, yes, but as far as understanding what they are,
What is it? What is it?
You can give me
like
an
battery.
Yeah, you can give me an Arcana check. You might know about these. So looking at them, you think they're damaged because it looks like there's miasma leaking from them, but you don't really know much about what they are, though your barbarian seems to know something about them.
I think
Well,
I think they're like batteries. They have some sort of energy. I found some before.
Perhaps your magical mending can stay the leaking battery fluid.
that sounds like a great idea. Can I use mending to try to unbreak some of these crystals?
Repair the cracks.
Looking on here like the same person because I cannot remember like anything about these things except for the fact that we've seen them. Probably because I knew Uslag wouldn't understand, so I wasn't paying attention when we found them.
So you take a minute as you are using magic, and you are able to repair all three of them using 3 casts of mending, and they are no longer leaking black miasma.
Well, we got this.
One thing, though, unfortunately, you do have to touch them to do this. So you would
Ooh.
sustain a slight amount of necrotic damage from this process.
I wouldn't be able to use Mage Hand in concurrence with mending.
Can you link Mage Hand? It doesn't say you can cast spells through it, does it? Or am I missing it?
It does not say you can cast spells, but I was just thinking using Mage Hand to handle it and like set it on top of whatever. Wow.
Unfortunately, it says to repair, you have to touch as part of mending.
Ah, okay. Cool.
So you would have to touch it, which would do some damage to you while they're leaking.
Bring it on.
So,
Save.
well, I rolled 3 1s, so you take 3 points of necrotic damage. So not
Ouch.
the biggest wound, but you do wither your hands a bit while you're casting. But all 3 are no longer leaking. They seem extremely delicate, though. You're not sure putting them in a backpack is a good idea.
What about a bag of holding?
Probably a better idea, anyway.
Let's
Wrap them up. Yes.
I remember.
Would Karash know if these are related to any kind of death ritual with a different culture?
So, do you have Arcana?
I don't have Arcana.
So you don't.
I have history.
You don't think. You don't think any of these. Yeah, you can make a history check. That's fine. Although you're at disadvantage.
I don't have history. I'm sorry. I'm not proficient in history. That's my other character that just died. I apologize.
All right. So.
Trying to remember what I know about this.
Yeah, you can't remember them being part of some like religious ritual. But Arapel, you think these might be some sort of magical. They look similar to a magical storage device, though you don't know of any magical storage device that uses necrotic energy, so that's a little bit weird to you.
I believe Uslag was correct when she used the term battery. These do resemble magical energy storage devices, but these appear to use necrotic energy instead. Sorry, go ahead. He babbles on a bit.
I think we used them to power the
Arapel?
Well, maybe a similar thing. We used them to power. Oh, Rune was a big fan of this. It's like a.
Oh, Chomsky, would you know about these? Am I forgetting something about your background?
The only thing I would think of is if this is one of those crystals that I use to
power
boot Arapel up.
Yes, it would be similar. Was it?
Okay.
Yeah. So yes, you indeed do know what these are. I forgot I told you that.
As a player, I know what these are, but I didn't know that that's what you used on Arapel.
Yes.
But yeah.
Player, I have no idea
over to Arapel.
So, yeah, Professor Chomsky might actually know a lot more about these than you thought. Although I'm not sure if he's revealing that, because that might be something in his background that he might not want to reveal.
These look like what you got in you, Arapel. I think you guys nailed it. They're batteries, energy storing devices, and we might as well hold on to them just in case we need more to keep Arapel going.
It may be useful to research further how necrotic energy could be used in such a way without harming. What kind of process to create? Yeah.
What type of battery? What type of battery did you put in Arapel?
Oh, one of these crystals.
Was it filled with necrotic energy?
Can I see if I noticed Chomsky taking damage from this battery?
Oh, what, when he was repairing it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was obvious. Like, it was withering him. He was like, as he was trying to mend the cracks.
Unfortunate, nobody had some gloves to protect, but
You don't think gloves would have protected you. But anyway,
No.
yeah.
Well, Remy, I interrupted you. If you're going to say something, please. Fine.
I guess I was just curious about the different types of energy batteries there were. Is it the same type of energy you put in Arapel?
Would I know, Lou? Would Arapel remember how he was originally powered and how it might differ from this item, or have
So,
like do I?
I guess you probably would have known that there was some sort of arcane crystal powering you.
Okay, so that's what I was kind of trying to hint at when I said that, these are a power storage battery, but that these seem to be using necrotic energy, which is unusual. Or so he was kind of expressing that's kind of what seemed suspicious to him. Yeah.
I guess you would probably have sensed that the energy source inside you now is giving off necrotic energy, though you may not have thought much of it before.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I have seen red ones before. We had a red one. I don't think it was also an energy source. We used it to power some device. Point. Uslog's just she's like racking her brain trying to remember.
think hard, Uslog. We believe in you.
I also had so many magic people around me, I never had to pay attention. They all did all that. Yeah. That's my nerd.
Well, yeah, I think more research is required to
Maybe this place has a library where we could read up more on it.
So you've placed it away in a safe place where they might not explode on us. Yeah?
Yes.
If they explode, it will only be the contents of the bag of holding that is harmed.
Shall we continue?
Before we continue, I hate to ask, but Gnome, did you know that there was necrotic energy powering our new friend when you booted her or him up?
I knew that we needed an energy source to bring Arapel back to life, so I used what I had available.
And I see that these new 3 crystals that you took, though they burned you a bit, did they not?
Yes, yeah, a little bit of you gotta be careful handling dangerous material. And unfortunately, we weren't in my lab, so I didn't have the proper equipment to handle it without this. But it was nothing major.
Well, what do you intend to do with these materials? I've accepted it up to this point, but when you touch the necrotic energy, the dark energy, I'm not going to lie, I've felt slightly hesitant with that.
Well, as long as they're not leaking, which they seem to be patched up just fine and not leaking anything anymore. The energy is safely contained. We just got to make sure it doesn't leak. But I think we could take this back to our to my lab, to the dungeon that we were headed to, and find some uses for these. At the very least, they might be valuable to trade.
Oh,
that's fair.
Excellent. They're very probably valuable. Take care of them, yes? I would like to see the other end of that. I'm the one who wanted to come in here. Don't forget.
Well, just assure me, old chap, that it's all.
Yes,
just assure me, old chap, it's all scientific.
We have done everything we can to take care of these, and yes. Yes, I am very curious what we can make out of these.
Everyone, keep your voices down.
Oh,
I think I hear something.
question: is this someone's torch or a light spell?
Oh God, it's probably mine. It's mine.
Yep. So, yeah. What do you all want to do?
I'm not going first, but I'll step aside. Go ahead.
Remember, before we encountered the vampires, I heard voices, steps, or a combo to the north. So we're still not alone.
I guess I will mount Carl.
The
And,
hollow.
Oh,
So,
Out of
She
nowhere.
What did she say?
I love it. The hollow.
A hollow?
She just goes, the hollow. You all know.
and slowly push the
Does
door
the-
open.
Does the word, does the mention of the hollow, would Arapel know anything about that?
Possibly. You'd have to make an Arcana check. Or history. If you have both, you'd have advantage on either.
I have both, and the modifier is the same for both. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Alright,
That is
so
one of my corrupted
You have
files.
advantage.
you know that the hollow is a magical space that can be accessed using certain magical devices called hollow points. It's almost like the astral plane, but in a magical space, and they are connected to each other within the plane of Gaian by those things called the hollow points.
Would I know its creators?
The dwarves use them quite a bit, the rune masters of the 12th cycle, but there are rumors that it was created by the technology was created by the first city, Nightweather.
Okay. Arapel will share all of this in obscene detail.
As Uslag yells, "The hollow!"
Yeah. He'd be like, boop, boop,
Is that
boop, 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 the hollow, and he
Like,
would like start
slaps her forehead,
rattling
like,
off
that's what it's-
rattling off a definition.
Everyone just sort of
Is that a pun for ammunition, or is that just the name for the thing?
It sounds like it's just the name of the thing.
I was asking not in
character.
Not in character.
Gotcha.
You like hollow point rounds? That's just the first thing that came to mind.
That was the first thing that popped to my mind.
It sounds, more like it's some sort of magical space that was part of some sort of magical item. But do you have history or Arcana, Chomsky?
I have Arcana.
So you can make an Arcana check if you want.
And Uslag remembers a little bit now that word has come to
13.
my brain. I am actually remembering a little bit.
Yeah, you think it has something to do with the dwarfs of the 12th cycle and the Therian Empire, but you don't know much about it, just off the top of your head.
Something to read about later.
Alright, so you said you're opening the door?
Yes.
Alright, so why are all my door macros broken? What is going
Does
on?
Roll20 change something?
Doors,
Yeah, a bunch of my macros
Updates.
on my characters broke, yeah.
Alright, well, I'll just open it manually. So the door would open inward, revealing the hallway.
Does Carl hear anything?
If you ask him, he would probably just stare at you.
Cool. Then, in that case, I'm taking one step out. And looking, doesn't seem to be anything.
Excuse me, no. The hallway
Cool.
goes north, but there's no, you don't see anything as far as you can tell.
Are we going north or are we going back to that one door that I left locked? This
I mean, I think we need to go north.
North,
Clearing this out.
sounds great.
advance.
Check for traps.
Uh,
Have a light source.
yes.
So you,
And I'm gonna be taking up the back for a little bit, but I can still run in afterwards. I just need to protect myself slightly.
Cool. Then I'm gonna hop off of
make
Carl.
sure
I'm gonna give
you take
Carl a
off
torch.
all the unnecessary symbols that could be on your character.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Longer grappled.
Yeah, you're no longer grappled. Carl's not dodging. Yeah. All right.
Cool.
So Chomsky and Carl begin moving north, keeping an eye out.
Carl's gonna move a little bit ahead of me.
Okay. So Carl's kind of looking around, but the hallway seems pretty abandoned at the moment. There is a four-way turn here: east, west, and north.
Do I see any unusual looking rocks or pressure plates? Seem to be pretty popular in this dungeon.
Nope. This hallway looks empty.
Cool. Then I guess Carl and I are gonna step forward into this alleyway here.
All right. So as I said, it looks like it goes in four different directions, four long hallways. And to the north, you would see a couple of doors. I think you'd see a door to the east as well. And
Is that the dirt?
yeah, it looks like the floor there is somewhat dirty.
Cool. Dare we continue north, or should we go east? There's a door, or should we go west? I don't see anything west.
You're leading the way. Why don't you choose?
I mean,
Take a
we
guess.
could always
Backtrack.
yeah.
Let's go left. Let's go left.
What's the game? What's the game? Giant halfling. I don't know.
Oh.
Orc. Well, how do you make the third item?
From rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah. There's a D&D established game. It's giant, it's halfling, and I don't remember the third. Either way, left is good.
Cool.
All right.
We're going left.
So you start heading down the left hallway.
Do you
Yeah.
guys want to give me some space to check for traps first?
Please do.
Definitely.
Yeah. just
Cool.
Make sure
Then
just fly down the hall. Get it.
Just from previous traps, step out of the hallway because they might shoot lightning down this very straight thing that he's looking at.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Especially if you don't have a light source.
I will light a torch and have Carl carry a torch.
All right. So you expend a torch and give it to Carl.
Light.
Carl 2.0, we barely knew ye.
And the two of you start walking down the hallway.
Keeping an eye out for unusual looking rocks or anything.
No, so far it seems clear. You don't see anything strange on the floor here.
Cool. Oh, I can't move these torches. But I will continue moving forward.
If you click on them, you should be able to select and move them.
Oh,
I am unable to click on them for some reason. Yeah. I can drag them up, but can't click on them.
Remy, did you pick left because left is sinister, or did you just want to go left?
Can no one click on these torches? It looks like Remy's moving with his.
I can move with mine. I can click all of those torches.
The
I
two that
can't
I
click
just
any of
dragged out,
them.
I can't click.
I can click them.
I can't click them either.
It's set to be usable by all players. Are you sure you can't click them, or because they are smaller than a normal token, but you should be able to click them.
I'm trying to click them to highlight them.
Yeah, I can't do it myself.
Same.
Yeah, same.
Yep.
I thought they were just part of the map.
You gave me the power.
No, it says it shouldn't.
Oh
make a
god, Remy's the
difference.
DM now.
It was all part of his plan.
Deep and sinister and well thought out, yes.
God damn, well, I got fucking played.
Try dragging another one out.
Yeah, I still can't. Have to move me.
So Remy, you can click on it though.
I was able to. Yeah, I can move it. That's me moving it around. Hey, I got your torch. I got your torch. Come get your torch. I got the fucking torch. Yeah, I can get it.
Arash, you're still wounded even after the hit dice?
Let me try.
Yes,
Is that true?
actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Try it
actually,
now.
I guess not. I guess not.
Can you move it now?
Nope.
No, not that one. Try can you move this one
That
now?
one. Yeah, no, I'm still unable to.
I mean, it's set to all players. I have no idea why no one can do it. Maybe try reloading? Yeah, let me try something.
We'll do.
Oh, wait, I think I know what happened. Yeah, I think I know what happened.
Alright. I'm not a
You
real
gave-
player.
You gave me ultimate torch power, and you forgot to take it away.
Remy's the only player here. The rest of us are just Matrix elements.
I mean, like
Yeah,
I said,
I'm
we're
actually-
just the riblets. You know, we got the main character over here.
Hey, you will all be able to control the torches soon.
I can now.
Okay, I'm
control the torch.
waking you up. Oh, I get it.
Took your
Take
torch
away
from
the
me.
taste of steak from me. I just want to forget and remember the taste of the steak.
You're never going back. Now you're
Alright, it
awake.
should be fixed now.
Yes. Seems like it is.
Okay, go for it. Sorry. So Carl and the professor are heading down the hallway. And so far, nothing. You don't see anything.
Cool. I think it's safe if anybody wants to follow, but I'm gonna turn back around and tell the party that T's over here. Dare we go north or south?
Yeah, it looks like there is a turn.
I like south just because it feels like it's,
Ooh,
in the same area.
dangerous.
Feels like it's walking downhill.
And I'm gonna turn to Uslag and say, I assume south is to the left. I'm bad with directions.
Oh yes, south is left. In this case.
And Chomsky pulls out
So-
his two hands and makes the L to see which way is left.
To the south, there is a large iron portcullis that is down. Looks like it's a fairly heavy gate. To the north, you would see partially caved-in hallway and a doorway.
Well, it sounds like I'm gonna examine this door to see if there's any easy way to open it.
So the portcullis looks like it can probably be lifted, but it also looks like it weighs a lot.
Are there like a is
you
there like
would-
a panel or anything?
Uh,
Button, lever somewhere?
You can search around if you want.
I would love to.
Can we
I would-
search
I would-
while we propose our barbarians' joint effort this gate?
And Carl,
Yeah, anyone who wants can search around this area.
I can definitely try to lift it. It looks very.
So yeah,
I'd like
the
to look-
gate looks pretty solid. Looks pretty heavy. You don't see anything obvious on the walls in this area, and now you would notice that at the bottom of the portcullis there is a small iron padlock that's currently locked on it. You would also notice that there is something written on the wall in blood. Looks like someone took blood and smeared it to form a message in common that says "Stay out."
Where
Is
it
there
look?
a
South?
is this a gate or is this a solid wall? Is this like an iron gate with bars, or
It's a portcullis, so it's like a gate that you can lift up, but it's very heavy, and currently it's down, so you can't get past the bars.
But
I
can we
appreciate
see?
you defining that.
And it looks like it's locked, so you can't lift it up. There could be another way of lifting it, like maybe if there's a chain on a winch somewhere that's hidden. Otherwise, it would be a lot harder to lift this. And you'd have to unlock it first. You would have a chance.
Looking past it, is there a lever on the other side of this gate, like it would be open from that side?
So on
Normally,
the other
but not this side?
The other side of the gate looks like there's a couple of doors, a part of the wall that's caved in, and that's probably all you'd see. You don't see any levers or wenches or anything that would be used to lift this.
So, team, just to let you know, I can get through this gate, but I can only do it myself. If there's a way that we can see clearly to open it up, I could do that, but I
it
could
does say keep out.
I do not recommend separating separating our group with this gate between us.
I'm gonna start unlocking this padlock down here using these tools.
If it
Alright.
comes down to it, I could
And-
join you.
Can I guide myself on that?
Yeah, you can use guidance. So D4, please. 15 would be just enough, and you get the padlock off. Now you just have to
Oh,
lift it.
nice! It is unlocked. We just need to lift.
And someone would have to hold it up for others to walk under it.
Well, don't look at me. It is
I would
not my
volunteer.
forte.
But I'm exhausted, so if there's anyone that's as strong as me that is not exhausted, it might be better. Not
Well-
how long it holds.
I think would be
Thalia,
cool.
would you like to try to lift this?
Sure, I
Two.
can try. I can try to do it.
I can wedge my battering ram under the gate if she lifts it up. So like if it's strong and is tough, I'll, as soon as it lifts up high enough, wedge the tall 5-foot ram standing upright underneath the gate to hold it in place.
Are we gonna try this, or are we gonna look for a lever or something somewhere?
There might be a lever on the other side once we get through.
But we're not
If we really
going
wanna go
to
in
split
there, I would
us.
say to stay out. We're taking
Yes.
No, we're gonna try and lift. We're gonna try and lift it, and everyone go under.
Go in.
Uh,
I mean, if
Why
it
don't
says
we check
stay out,
north?
that's clearly an indication to go in.
Yeah.
So, what if we left this for a little bit and looked at other rooms in this hallway, and then come back to it?
I'm fine
I
with that.
know. Yeah.
There might be a key or a button or something in one of these other rooms.
There might also be a lot more enemies, and I feel like the most direct route might be the best route.
Well,
How do
okay,
you
so
know this is the direct route?
split the difference. Maybe we split the difference. Try to
So
lift
just
it
stay here.
and see what happens. You know,
All right.
if we can do it, then we can do it. If not, we'll see if we can find something else.
So as time passes, things get more dangerous. I need a d20 roll, please.
No.
D100, please. Alright, things are quiet for now.
All right. Let's
Oh,
open
sure.
the other side and then.
Cool. Can I guide Xylia on this and have Carl help?
Yeah, so this would be a straight up strength check to lift this gate.
Okay, could I use athletics?
No, this is more just a test of strength than your athletic ability. So your training in athletics wouldn't help much. Though guidance would help you.
Okay.
You got
I would pick
this.
the guidance.
Oh,
Maybe.
So as
Maybe
you're
guidance won't.
maybe not.
as you're attempting to lift this, it's making a lot of squeaking, as it sounds like a lot of the gears on the inside might be rusted. It's like, so it's making some noise. Do you want to keep going?
It's probably not a great idea. Should find a different way.
All right, so you slowly let it come down.
In
to
for
make less
a
noise.
penny, in for a pound.
You could attempt again, but yeah, you think it's going to make a lot of noise if you keep trying to lift it. It's like,
Well,
You
did
think-
anybody
okay.
bring oil? Butter?
Does anybody have the grease spell in tow? Or do we have any items that could potentially help out with that? Also, what
I
channel?
carry
What channel
oil.
are the rolls? What channel are the rolls going in right now?
just the chat.
Main chat.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
Can
not
you not see
updating.
them?
No, they're not updating. It hasn't updated for like 30 minutes.
Weird. I still see you
That's weird.
connected.
Yeah.
Is anyone else not seeing them?
No,
Myself.
I see them.
I see them.
Yes.
I mean, I guess you could try
Okay.
a
All
refresh
right, I'm gonna
if you haven't.
disconnect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be back in a second.
All right.
Cool. I don't see anything else we can really.
You could keep trying to lift it, but as I said, it would probably make more noise, which could draw attention.
Given the rusted state of this gate, it seems it has not been opened recently. For that reason, we needn't worry about it opening when our backs are to it. Perhaps it would make sense to continue exploring and return here later.
Seems logical.
Yeah.
Beep, boop, beep.
Lead the way.
All right, so Carl is heading down the hallway here towards the caved-in area.
Poke my
As
head.
he
Ooh,
gets
ooh.
up here, you would see some sort of magical tracing on the floor, in the middle of which there is a pedestal with one of those dark stones on it. The pedestal looks like it's pulsating necrotic energy.
Can I cast mission to try to pick up that thing? Well, first I'm going to tell everybody to take a few steps back. This could get ugly.
What? Oh, okay.
Cool. And then I'm going to cast mission and try to pick the little rock up off of the pedestal.
Alright, so you cast Mage Hand. as you do, the energy stops swirling around the crystal, and you would see the sigils are no longer lit up. And almost immediately, you would see several swirling void masses appear in the area.
Oh no. Chomsky, what did you do?
Now
Can
we
I
would
put
like
the
to be
thing
on the
back
other side of
down?
that gate.
But yeah, you have the crystal now. If you want to do anything with it.
I'd like to set it back down where I found it.
All right. So as you do that, the energy returns, and you would see the swirling masses fade away.
Gonna turn to the rest of the party and say, "Did you guys see that?"
Yeah.
Oh, we saw it.
There were more. There were more in this tunnel down here.
I have this. Usog just runs up to see. Oh.
All right. Well, that little rock there, he shouldn't pick it up unless you want to deal with that.
I think we should take it. We should all just position ourselves advantageously. It's probably quite valuable.
No. We should not do that.
Does anyone have the ability to read that arcane script?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that next.
Yeah, Arcana might tell you something about this.
Is this something I could guide myself on, or?
Yeah, sure, you can use guidance, because it's a quick check.
Are we not here to, I don't know, do good or whatever?
We should destroy it.
So, Chomsky, you think this is some sort of dimensional anchoring rune, you would guess? It may have some protection properties to it as well. Identify would probably tell you exactly what the magic did, but yeah, just from looking at the runes, and especially after the effect that happened, you would guess this is probably protecting this area from void influence.
My friends, do we have 10 minutes, or should we keep moving?
Well,
if we
you get the sense that moving this is going to do us any good?
We could open that door and see if...
Yeah, I think we should see what's on the other side of this door before we do anything.
Cool. I'm gonna scurry over here, pull up my... Sorry, go ahead.
Nope, I'm just running out of the way.
Cool. I'm gonna pull up my all-purpose tool, bust out thieves' tools to try to open this door.
Oh, well, the door doesn't look like it's locked. It's another double door that pushes inward.
Well, silly me. I think it's open.
Right.
Then,
you push the door
I'll
open?
get behind Carl and have Carl open it, yes.
Alright. The door pushes inward. I need initiative rolls.
Shit.
As a bunch of skeletons begin stirring.
Sorry.
Ooh, that's a lot of skeletons.
That is way more than 2.
Oh my god.
Hey guys, I think we might be in trouble, yo.
They're skeletons.
Why am I not a cleric?
Oh, really?
What we've learned is that the males in the group need to stop opening doors.
Yes.
Whoa. We got an emerald out of that last one, so I think we're winning.
Looks like I
And
got
some crystals.
5 rolls. Who am I missing? 5 initiative rolls, or is it 6? Oh, looks like 6. Okay. So the first act, as these skeletons all start coming to life and approaching, is the skeleton.
Oh, of course.
Oop, no, not all of them at once. So this one is going to move forward, and it is going to swing a busted up looking short sword at poor Carl.
And that
21.
hits.
So Carl is caught a little bit off guard and struck for 6 piercing. Wow, there's some good initiatives for the skeletons. This one is going to come over here into the hallway and it's going to attack Arapel. 20
Carl's going
versus
to
AC.
impose disadvantage.
Oh, and a 7 would miss. All right.
Nice.
This one in the back, 10, 20, 30. It's going to come over to here and fire a short bow at Arapel. Pew! That would miss you. This one down here is going to come up this way. 5, 10, 15, 25. No, it can't go in there. So it's going to stop here and attack. It'll attack Xylia. 16 versus AC.
Misses.
Alright, so you dodge out of the way. The next one is going to fire an arrow up at poor Carl. 19.
That hits.
Alright, Carl is shot for 4 piercing. And
Carl.
Remy, it's your turn.
Remy's just gonna be like, I'm so very tired of this. And then he's just going to release a fireball. Let me get out my large radius. Need a 20-foot radius. Hold on. Yes. I'm going to target it, so... Carl.
Carl, too bad, Carl.
Carl, I do apologize.
So yeah, you target a point for the middle of it as a fireball goes streaming into the room, and so I need a fireball check. All right.
27.
All right. So I need a saving throw from Carl.
Dexterity.
Come on, Carl. Ah.
Carl, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. He doesn't actually have nerves, so he doesn't feel himself burning.
All right. So there are just bones flying everywhere as the flames consume everything, and all these skeletons are dead.
Thank you, Remington.
I just didn't. I'm so tired. Can we just go?
These combat notions are so quaint to me. I just like to take your loot and not have any obscurance to it.
Well, it's just like I'm so over this. Can we get out of here? It's so awful. I want to bed.
I'm just inherently bored.
Don't make. I'm just gonna search for valuables. You do you.
Alright, Remy tiptoes into the room to look around. There's lots of bones in here. On the floor.
Yes, bones. Bones. Bones.
Can
the
I see
valuable?
what type of bones they are? And
Sorry, what?
can I see what type of bones they are? Are they like dwarf
Sure.
bones, new bones,
Yeah, sure. You want to
old
come into the room?
bones? Yes.
Alright, so
Oh. Are you a bono?
it looks like a lot of elven bones. There are other things, though. Strangely enough, you think you see some minotaur bones.
Ooh.
At which point they start to
Oh,
move.
no.
Of course.
I need initiative rolls again, as the more of the bones
don't-
start to move.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh no.
I'm gonna have to refresh. I can't get my character sheet to open.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Oh wait, did I close out of? I closed out of roll 20. How did I do that? Am I gone?
I see you.
And I see your token.
You see me?
Oh, God damn it. If you don't have treasure, I swear, I'm just going to leave.
Oh, I know what I did. I'm about to load a second one.
You're gonna break their bones. Is that what
No,
you're gonna do
I
if they
just-
don't have treasure?
Did my initiative go through? I apologize.
Did it? Yes, it did.
14? Okay.
Alright, so these things start rising up. Apparently, there are more bones that are below that are enchanted. And the first act, as this is happening, is the skeleton here, who's going to rush over at Remy. And it's going to attack you.
No.
13, so you dodge out of the way. Arapel.
I can't get my character sheet to load. Like, Roll20 appears to be working fine. It's just like if I try to open my sheet, it's just blank.
Oh.
You didn't happen to, like, accidentally remove access to her, did you?
No. She wouldn't even
No,
be
because
able
I
to
would
open
still
it.
see I would see the portrait, even if I didn't have the other tabs.
Yeah, it looks like I can open your sheet, so your sheet's
okay,
still there.
So, yeah, I mean, I would take out his war pick, I guess, and just try and, let's see, step in here and see if I have a path. No, I don't really have. Well, yeah, I can move through allies, right?
Yeah.
So let me, that would have been 5, so this is 15. 20?
Alright, so the skeleton's going to take
25.
an oppie on you if you move past him.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
20 versus AC.
Would hit.
Alright, so it cuts you as you move past, doing 4 piercing.
Okay. Alright, I've got the little D20 graphic now loading. That wasn't even there before. But anyway, if you wouldn't mind doing a couple war pick stabs on this guy.
So you would
from my
be
macros, that'd be great.
You would be squeezing there, so that would mean you're at disadvantage.
Oh, that's not like, okay, sorry. The lighting things threw me off. Then okay, I wouldn't go all the way around then for the flank. I just come here and stab.
Here. All right, so
Yeah.
you attack south using your war pick, right? Oh, 6 would miss though.
Why did I move again?
Were you taking multiple attacks?
Yeah, he has 2.
Oh, 2 6s, so the creature would dodge both.
Okay.
Anything
Alright, that's my
else? All right. The large minotaur skeleton down here is going to heft his great axe and swing at Remy with flank. 20 versus AC.
Nope. 20. I'm going to use my reaction and cast shield.
Alright, so as he's coming down on you with the great axe, you deflect it with a invisible force field. Uslog.
Okay, I'm going to join in. Oh, hello. It's like a whole party in here. Take care of this.
Alright, you rush up and
I'll
attack
rage.
using a rage.
Yeah, probably shouldn't, but
22 will strike it, doing 12 points of damage, which would shatter it.
oh, and then I would just the momentum would carry me through to the Minotaur for the next one.
All right, 24 strikes as you bring your greatsword down, doing another 15, which does a little damage, but it is still up.
Okay.
Next up is the skeleton down here, which is going to probably go for Uslog at this point. 14.
Does not hit.
All right, so you dodge out of the way, Karash.
Okay. I'm going to join. 5, 10, 15. That's 10 right there. 15. And because I can't get into melee with anybody, I think I'm going to... Well, Chill Touch is necrotic. I'm going to
Do it.
take all of your time. If I Thorn Whip, can I choose to not move something?
Yes, it's
I think that's
pull
the
up to
case.
10 feet, so you can not pull it at all.
Okay. I'm going to Thorn Whip the small skeleton in the middle that's next to Remy.
Alright, so you send a thorn whip out at it. Whoosh.
Oh, no. Oh, wait, that's actually not that bad. I thought that was a 1. That's a 7.
15 would strike it, doing 9 points of damage, which badly wounds the skeleton as you pull several bones off of it, but it is still up.
Okay. And that's going to be it.
Alright, Professor Chomsky.
Yeah. I am going to scoot back behind Xylia and launch a acid bubble at that guy and to this giant minotaur next to him.
Alright, so the first one would fail its save. Splashes for 7, and it melts. The second one, 17, I think that... Oh, no, that
Misses.
fell as well, so it takes 7
Yeah.
damage. But still doesn't look wounded. This thing's hardy.
Then I'm going to tell Carl to scoot there, open up room for Xylia if she so would choose, and that'll be my turn. Carl's
Okay.
dodging.
So, that's it for you, Xylia. You start to hear a sound as if something is coming down the hallway from this direction. It sounds pretty large.
Uh-oh.
What do you want to do?
In that case, I'm gonna tell the party and say something's coming down the hallway, and then I'm gonna jump into the fray and start helping out in here.
Well, fuck.
Yeah, get here so I can flank this minotaur and just start attacking him with my rage.
Okay.
Did you do the magical burst for your rage?
Yeah, I'll have to do that.
Alright, so you do your magic rage. D8, please. 5. So you do an extra 1d6 force damage on each attack. And the 16 would indeed strike the large creature. So that is 17 and a d6.
Oh, the
Force.
d6
looks like
is if
it's
I
whenever-
get attacked.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it? Oh,
Yeah.
it's you. Okay. So 17 points of damage as you smash through several of its bones with your large halberd, which would wound it. Go ahead.
I'll make a second attack then.
Yeah, 25 strikes a second time. Sending more bones flying as you break through several more, doing 10 damage. Remy.
She was attacking the one to the south. Is that correct?
I thought she attacked the one to the north.
Yeah, the one to the north.
Oh, okay. All right, then I will reach out to him, and I'm going to cast Shocking Grasp. And
Alright,
it'll get a Genie's Wrath.
so you do
Okay.
18 points of damage, sending bones scattering.
Well, that is the end of my turn.
Alright, so next up is the Arapel. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I will move down here. Oops. If I can. There it goes. Okay, 5. No, that'd be 10, 20, 25. And I'll keep moving just to give people room to come in. 30. And then, yeah, I'll take a couple more swings. I'll also say, if something comes, perhaps we should close this door and barricade ourselves in here. And then, swing.
All right, so you're swinging at this one.
Yeah.
Nope. 9 would miss, but 16 would land a hit for 5 points.
It's my turn.
All right. Next up, the Minotaur skeleton goes. It's going to turn towards Arapel and bring its great axe down. 19.
Miss.
All right, so you dodge out of the way. Uslog.
Okay. Well, let's take care of what's in front of us first before we deal with that other thing.
I think Xylia and Uslug are in the same space, or because
Oh.
I just see the skeleton.
Yeah, I just saw a skeleton there. Is Xylia there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll move over one. Sorry.
It's okay.
There we go.
Okay, there's one. And another.
It's like a truck.
All right, so yeah, 20 strikes with the first swing, doing 14 damage as you snap several bones with your greatsword. Then the second one hits for another 22, landing another impressive strike as you wound the creature.
Take it down, Koresh. I think that was next.
Okay.
All right, Karash.
No pressure, guys. No pressure. So first, I'm gonna take a 5-foot step into the hallway to see if I can immediately perceive anything from the
So-
sound.
You hear an intense rumbling as if something large is rolling down the hallway.
Does it sound like a Balrog?
Oh gosh.
I don't know. What does a Balrog sound like?
Crackly, fiery. There's a wizard in the background shouting that he
No.
shall not pass.
It sounds more like a subway train.
Sounds like a subway train. Jesus. Okay, so I'm going to take the Uslog method. I'll move back in 10 feet, so that's 15 feet of movement. And I'm a little tapped out, so I'm just going to Thorn Whip again.
Whoosh. All right, you send a thorn whip flying down towards the creature.
I think that should hit.
27 would indeed hit.
Did that already roll damage?
No. Alright, so you snag several of its bones in the whip, ripping them out, doing 11 damage. The creature looks pretty wounded, but is still up.
Okay, and I'm going to use the rest of my movement to go back into the hallway to perceive, and then that's it.
Okay. So there is an intense rumbling as a large object comes barreling down the hall, almost crashing into the wall. As it,
coming, okay,
it
rolled very intensely down the long hallway.
Yes, it seems to be what looks like a carriage, but made of solid stone. It turns to the north, now facing down this hallway, and it looks like it begins to rumble again. Professor Chomsky. Actually, let me check something really quick.
Oh my god.
Yep. Alright. So yeah, it turns to the north, but it doesn't do anything else for its turn. Professor Chomsky.
Alright.
And it would look
sorry.
like this.
What?
All
Just
right.
a straight up fucking siege machine? Jesus.
That's what it looks like.
Gonna guess that
Um,
whole person wouldn't do shit.
I
Well,
don't know if it's a person.
Yeah, get out of there. Don't get in its way. You're gonna die.
Sure.
cool. So, I'm sorry, party. I hope this goes exactly how I planned it.
No.
I'm gonna cast
It will.
Because everything
Mage
always
Hand
It will. You got it.
to pick up that little rock that's sitting on there again.
Oh,
I was thinking that. I was like, I wonder if he's gonna do that.
All right.
That's brilliant.
but we don't know if anything's gonna appear where we're standing in this room.
That's true. That's the only
Well,
thing. But
I'm
do it.
making
Do
the
No,
assumption
this is
that
amazing. Yeah.
those skeletons would have died or taken damage.
You know, that's why you have a PhD.
But yeah, I'm gonna grab that rock, pull it
Yes.
off that little thing, and
Okay.
then pop into here.
Give
don't-
me odd or even.
Even.
All right. So several swirly void masses appear, though they seem to be in different places.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
no.
none are in the hallway in front of you.
Oh,
Oh.
There's one up here to the north, but none in front of this thing.
That's
That
perfect.
sucks.
Let it keep rolling that direction.
yeah.
Did someone
Then I
drop
guess
their
I will-
torch here? All right.
All
Alright, I'm just going to delete it.
Cool.
Alright, so that's it for Chomsky, I assume?
I don't have anything I could do to pull Koresh into this doorway right now, since I used my action. Correct.
That's correct, yeah. So, Xylia, what are you going to do?
I'm just gonna keep hitting this one last alive Minotaur.
Okay. Oh, 17, yes, that would strike. Doing 13, and the creature is still alive. Second attack would land another blow
Right.
as you cut right through its spinal column, sending bones everywhere.
Nice.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, Remy. You hear an intense rumbling
well.
out in the hallway.
Remy just kind of wants to watch, so he's gonna come right up to there.
Okay.
And then actually he's gonna use his action to cast Silent Image right across the doorway and just make it a cute little wall.
Okay. Arapel.
And I say out to Karash, oh, you know, it's just my tricks. Run in the wall. Come.
So, the only thing is if he runs through the wall, it will cause it to become see-through at this point.
Only to him. Only to him. Each individual has to interact with it.
I think we looked at it last time, and it didn't say only to them, because we kind of had this this discussion where it just says it becomes opaque. It doesn't necessarily say to that person.
I wasn't gonna run through the wall anyway.
Okay. Physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion.
Yeah, so basically, yeah. So like if something moves through it, then I think it reveals it as an illusion to everything. That's what I assume that would mean.
Oh, I always just thought it was the person that.
Because if you see something move through it,
Interacted.
it kind of becomes. At least that's kind of how I read it, because it doesn't say it's just one, for that person.
Did he hold his action till after Karash's turn?
Or
Or is that even an action? Oh, it is, yeah.
Yeah, so you could ready to cast it if you wanted to, like
Okay.
after he moves. in.
I'm not gonna do it. I'll just that's the end of my turn.
All right, so you're not readying an action or anything.
I'm taking the dodge action.
Okay. Arapel.
I am going to move within 10 feet of. Is Karash in my aura there?
Yes, he is right now.
Okay.
Just barely.
I'm gonna do a bless on. Let's see, myself, Uslog, and Xylia, because I don't know what we're up against here. And that's all I've got. Now I'll link it. There it goes.
I mean, I guess, yeah, I guess it says the creature can see through the image. So I guess if you discern it, you can see through it. Otherwise, like, they might just know that it's an illusion, but can't necessarily see through it. I guess that would make sense. Sorry, you're doing Bless, you said?
Yes.
Okay, so you
Okay,
cast
cool.
Bless, which would affect 3 people. And you start concentrating. Who are you blessing?
Xylia and Uslog and Arapel, just because the multi-attacks and that they're generally in melee.
Okay. So
Make
go
sure
ahead
we hit.
and make sure you all remember you're blessed. You can use one of the marks if you want. It looks like you did. Okay. Uslog.
Okay. I hear something coming, but I don't know what it is.
Oh yeah, there's definitely something rumbling towards you. Or towards the room here.
I'm going to just go here. I'm going to give myself a little slap to keep myself awake.
You're going to deal damage to yourself? Punch yourself?
Yeah.
Alright, so you take 1 point of damage, or I guess you would take 1 plus your strength,
Okay.
right? Which would then be halved. So what would that be, 1 or 2?
It would be 2.
Alright, so you take 2 points of damage as you punch yourself. Ah! Making sure that you don't lose your rage.
Stay in the game. Stay in the game. What's going on, Karash? And that's it.
You're a winner. You're a winner. You're a winner.
What's going
Get
on?
in here.
I'm
Get in
so
the game.
bad.
Get in the come on. Get in the fucking game.
Alright, Crash, what are you doing?
Okay. The first thing I was doing was there's this like radioactive token on me. But I couldn't.
You have
That's your exhaustion.
that's your exhaustion.
Oh, that's exhaustion. I just took it off. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's just to remind me that you have exhaustion, or else I'll forget.
Okay, I'm clicking it back real quick. So what I'm gonna do is, I still have my dark vision on me. So this thing is down here. I'm gonna thorn whip, try to hit it, and pull it 10 feet towards me, and then I'm gonna dart off to the left into the room opposite everybody else.
Okay. Whoopsh. So you send a thorn whip at it.
For a 26 to hit. Oh, sorry.
Yes, that
Or
would,
that one.
that would strike.
Didn't mean to click that a second time.
So you strike it, and let me just check something. Okay. So yeah, that would strike it.
Flip says I can pull up to a large creature 10 feet.
Alright, so it takes 12 damage, though it... Well, yeah, alright, so you pull it forward. Luckily the wheels make it movable. Anything else?
Yep, and then I'm going to move right here. And that's it.
Alright, so the Juggernaut would continue to roll down the hallway. It then stops and turns towards this way. Professor Chomsky.
So that's not cool. Let's see. I, I'm going to try to cast web.
All right,
So
go
I
ahead
guess
and
I could
pull
do
the
that.
20-foot cube where you want to put it.
Am I allowed to make it smaller than a 20-foot cube?
You can't, no.
Oh. Well then. Never mind.
All right, so you change your mind as you realize you web a bunch of your own people as well.
Yeah. Then I will use the disengage action. Well, what would it look like for me to move there? Ooh, there's no room
You
over
would have to overrun or tumble to get
there. Okay.
past this thing.
I am not agile. Then I'm going
You could
to,
back
yeah.
up, though.
I will use. Yeah, I'm going to back up, and that'll be my action. Well, do I know if this has opportunity attacks?
Yes, it is threatening you with what looks like some sort of ram that's on the side of it that might slam into you if you move.
Cool. Then I'll use my action to disengage.
Okay.
And tell Carl to heal himself as my bonus action.
All right, Xylia.
I think I'm just probably gonna stay where I am.
Okay.
Does this thing count as a creature?
It is a creature. Yes, it's a construct.
Okay.
Now, were you raging? I forget.
Yeah, I am. So I guess I'll also punch myself to keep raging.
All right. So you, how much do you deal to yourself with the half damage?
I think it would be 3 or 2.
2.
Do I take? It would be 5.
It would be
so do I
rounded
take
down.
below
So you
it?
take 2. All right. So you punch yourself, trying to keep yourself angry. I assume you're only taking 1 attack on yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope. That's it.
Remy.
So, Remy is going to spend. Remy is going to spend 4 sorcery points of the 5 that I regained from using my Bloodwell vial during the short rest. So I have 1 left. Spend 4, and I'm going to cast Charm Monster.
Okay.
And it needs to make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 17. And it has advantage, I believe, because we are currently fighting it.
Let me check something. So you would cast your spell. Unfortunately, it seems to have no effect, as the creature seems to be immune to charm.
Super. I'm gonna go die. Take a 5-foot step back.
Should do
Remy
that.
just runs
Don't
right
do
at
that.
the thing. I can't take this. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Arapel.
Remy just lost his MVP vote.
Yep. I know.
All right.
I wouldn't vote.
MVP
I wouldn't
is
vote
for
for me either.
winners.
Mm.
What are you gonna do, Arapel?
I have no idea if this thing has intelligence or if it
seems like it because it turned
understands
towards
common.
the group.
Yeah, or if it understands common. But I'm gonna just kind of. This is far-fetched, guys. This is probably not gonna work. But I'm gonna use my
okay.
channel divinity.
Yeah.
And I am going to try to persuade it. I'm gonna call out.
You hear modem sounds coming from Arapel.
Stop! Stop! We are not your
The
enemy.
dial-up connections are talking together.
So you say stop. We're not your enemy.
Kidding me?
Oh,
Oh, I have
Wait.
a +8.
Wait. Is that a D100 roll, or is that the other thing that I'm thinking of? That might be the other thing. Never mind.
So it doesn't seem to have a mouth. You're not sure if it knows what you're saying or ears. It doesn't seem to respond to you.
All right.
Anything else you want to do?
Well, there goes your MVP vote.
Let's see. I moved 5, 15, 20. Oh no, I can't get out of this path.
Yeah.
I'm in trouble.
Uh-oh. Uslag.
Well, I guess we're just gonna have to attack it, so I'll just charge in.
Alright. You charge in with your great sword.
Uslag.
Going to this thing looks really hard to it looks like a hard nut to crack, so I'm gonna go reckless
Ah!
for the advantage.
26 would land a solid strike, doing 19 points of damage. As there's maybe a crack forms, but still seems pretty solid.
On the next one, probably doesn't hit.
No, 11 or 13 would not be. Oh wait, no, with the flank, 15 would strike.
Yeah, thanks, Crash.
Just barely.
Okay. Cool.
You do another 11 plus 2.
And don't forget you have bless on all of these rolls as well.
Oh yeah, so that would have definitely hit. Thanks, Arabella.
Liza.
Check damage types. Okay, so you would do 13 more damage to it. Anything else?
There's no. Would I know if I would be able to like jump up on it? Probably not on this turn, but anyway, I could.
I mean, you could try to climb up on it, but it would probably get an oppie on you. It's got its big battering rams.
Great. Okay. Just assessing it for future reference.
Okay. Koresh, what are you gonna do?
Okay. I need to clarify something first. Which I don't know if you can actually tell me or not. If I use a bonus action to get large, would I move into this very scary pentagram? And well, I guess I wouldn't know per se. I'm gonna get large. I'm gonna eat a mushroom and I'm gonna grow large. The bonus action.
Alright, you become large, Koresh.
And just DM, just so you know, that's my third one. I've got one more before I run out of them.
Okay.
I'll link it as well. This gives me advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. What I would like to do is attempt to grapple this. And what I would essentially do is take my club, find a gear or a mechanism in the machinery, and try to jam it in so it can't roll forward.
Well, that's going to be very difficult to do.
So I also have the +2 to my strength from the previous 10 minutes of the rune that I linked before, which I can do.
So you have to make a grab check, which would be athletics, which is an advantage, but also disadvantage because of your exhaustion. So it would be a straight roll.
Okay. Or a strength, just a straight up strength check?
Well, athletics, if you have any training.
Athletics. I do actually. So this is actually going to be a +9 as opposed to a +8, just so you know.
Okay.
So that would be a 19 as opposed to an 18.
Alright, so the big rolly thing is going to make an athletics check as well, because it doesn't look very dexterous. And double check that. Yeah, it's definitely going to use strength. Alright, so you would grab it, so it cannot move. At least not currently, because you're grappling it.
Yeah, I'm just holding this thing in place, and I'm gonna let the team win.
Alright, so anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Nice.
So the stone juggernaut goes. It's going to use its slam attack, probably on Karash.
Okay.
25 versus AC.
Oh yeah.
Whap! 29 bludgeoning.
Jesus, that is
And
painful.
I need a strength save.
Strength save. Okay, so this will be
What?
+9 as well, as opposed to +8. And ooh,
Could I give you my Flash of Genius?
I don't think you have vision on him.
Oh.
Not from where you
What
are.
happens when it rolls over you when you're prone?
So you are knocked prone. And it is indeed going to roll this way using squeeze. Uslag,
No.
you would get an oppie on it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, you're holding
Oh my
it.
god!
So you're holding it currently, so it can't actually move just yet.
sorry,
Even though you're-
I missed the last 30 seconds. My laptop died. This is my phone. I apologize.
You took 29 bludgeoning damage.
I heard that.
So you're still up.
Did you see my roll after that?
Yeah, you rolled a 13.
Okay.
So I guess you would be prone, but you're still holding it. It can't move, so that's it for the creature. Professor Chomsky, what are you gonna do?
So, I am going to scoot past everybody.
We're getting a lot of feedback from you, Karash. Okay, yeah, mute for now. Alright, so Professor Chomsky moves forward. Luckily, yeah, this thing can't move while you're grappling it.
I'm gonna launch my light crossbow
Oh,
at
wait,
it.
actually, can this thing be grappled? Let me double check. Yeah, it doesn't say it can't be grappled, so it's grappled for now. And what are you gonna do?
Launch my crossbow at it twice.
Pew pew. Alright, so you send some shots at it. 26 would strike. And do 13. As more cracks appear in it. And crit. For another 17. Making some more cracks. Anything else?
I'm going to command Carl to scoot up and punch that thing.
Okay. So Carl punches it, and 12 would not hit.
The advantage with Uslag, and then I
Oh,
also...
advantage, yeah, 21 would strike.
Oh yeah, double.
Yes.
For 7, as another crack appears.
And then could I use another, or expend another use of my Arcane Jolt to give Koresh 2d6 or 2d8?
Okay. That's fine.
Forgot what it was. 2d6 HP.
Tell me the number and
12 HP.
12 HP. Okay. I'll send a
Cool.
whisper to DM with the math.
And then I will say, let's get this thing.
Okay. 12 HP to Koresh. Xylia, what are you gonna do?
Can I, scooch over to one of these squares? Outside of the room?
One of what squares?
Oh, you
One
have
of the
reach?
squares outside of the room. So that I can hit it.
You would have to move through its square to do that, which would be a either you can use tumble or athletics.
But your glaive has reach, so would she be able to get that past us? Or would...
She would. You just have it would have some cover from your allies, but you could swing over them.
Okay, I guess I'll do that then.
All right.
I'll swing over them at this thing.
So you swing over, trying to strike it from a distance. 20 would strike with the first attack as you slash it for 15 points of damage. And second attack, oh no, well, advantage, right?
It would. And bless.
So
True.
28
Yes.
definitely hit, thanks to Uslog's advantage for another 14. Anything else?
Well, I guess I could try to do this. When I hit a thing with my weapon, I could invoke my fire rune on it, which would restrain the creature. But it is a strength saving throw, so it might pass.
Do you want to try it?
Yeah, sure. Let's try it.
What is the worst that happens?
So you
True.
attempt to restrain it.
Turns around and kills us.
Well, how much do you do for your fire damage?
It would be an extra 2d6.
Alright, so go ahead and roll that.
Is restrain on top of grapple like a good?
Alright, so
Let's
it
for
takes
restrained, I guess.
8 points of damage, and it would actually be wounded from that attack. And then it has to make a strength save,
Mm-hmm.
which apparently it would fail. Does
Yeah.
not go very
Not
well.
fail.
Is that a fail?
Nice.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, I
fail,
think
right?
mine's 15.
Alright, so it is restrained as your fire rune kind of wraps it up. Anything else?
That's it.
Alright, Remy.
Remy is going to take a step backwards, and then he's just going to release a barrage of Eldritch Blasties at the top of it.
Pew, pew, pew. Alright, so you have advantage. Looks
yeah.
like all 3 would strike. Doing 24 force damage as more cracks begin to appear.
28 force damage.
20,
Or 24 force damage for thunder
yeah,
damage.
4 thunder. Alright, anything else?
Nope.
Alright. So we're going to be top of the round, but we are at 8:30. So why don't we do MVP votes, and we'll finish this up next time. As Crash bravely holds the wagon of doom in place. Oh, and Crash, I guess you can't vote, right? Because you're on your phone.
Oh, I thought you revoked his voting privileges.
Just for... Oh, wait, no, I guess he can vote. So...
We just came back. You want to echo?
Looks like Crash with 3 votes, your MVP. Probably for holding the death wagon.
Yeah. Good job on Death Wagon.
Alright, so... I'm going to take some notes, but hopefully everyone had fun, and we'll pick it up next
Yep.
week.
See y'all.
See you in a week.
Take care, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Sure. Thanks, guys.
Let me take some notes. Been a lot of combat.
And
these
make
last
me
few
go
games.
first the moment we start next round again.
That's how I do it. Haha.
I'm curious what the situation was that made Noam Chomsky put a basketball play in effect. A block. Like that big old block.